never make it in a life. You are gonna be living like royalty.
I don't think this brother ever thought about it in his early days growing up in the parish of St. Elizabeth, that he's gonna make it in life and make the parish proud. But he's online right now. Diggy British Wagwan.
Hey, what I deal with, Robbo, man? As usual, good for link every time my album drop, you know, we have to link up and talk about it.
Oh, you mean. So, new studio album, and as I said, let's start from the. I always like to revisit from the top, man. Coming from a rural parish, and you've taken on the music industry in a way I don't think anybody could have imagined, even yourself from the beginning. But you're flying this thing and flying the flag properly, and you know what I mean, putting out the products that people are liking right now. New album. How's it feel, bro?
Yo, it feel great. It feel really good. It feel positive. People I love the album. People I go crazy for it. The songs keep on growing, you know, and that's the great thing about it. I just feel happy where I'm at right now. Lila Ike project out, Savannah project out. Everybody eating right now, so it's a great time.
That's the main thing. Everybody got to eat, and as I said, man comes from a garden parish where food is important. So this new album now, I mean, I've had conversation with you early out when you dropped 7 Year Itch, and I've said to you before, well, I didn't really understand what I didn't understand what Protoje was about when 7 Year Itch came out. 8 Year Affair come out, and then bam, by the time Ancient Future dropped, I was like, I get it. And it's a consistency, and you just keep layering on the consistency.
Hey, thank you, man. I just feel like it's been a gradual process of finding myself, finding my sound, and being able to control my sound and control the way I wanted it to be perceived. So I feel this is my first album that I executive produce it all on my own. And you can see just more of me in this project, and I feel it represents me the best.
Even though the earlier albums, like produced by your cousin Don, they were shaped by other people, had their hands in it. You've always seemed to be consistent as well in how you want this album, how you want your new set to drop. That's something that you do very, very well. I mean, but then you name the albums in a way, like I look at it and I think, okay, 7 Year Itch, 8 Year Affair, and then Matter of Time, and now we go Another Piece of Time now, but this time is like, you know what I mean, In Search of Lost Time. That is a lot about you though.
Yeah, I mean, the crafting of the names and putting the albums together have always been something that I have been very instrumental in. But I think what's happening now is that the sound of the project now is also under my full regime. And as I said, like a Matter of Time and Ancient Future with Winter obviously were two amazing albums. I learned a lot from him. And now governing it and in my studio with a whole heap of different producers has just got me to where I want to be sonically.
How is the album being received by worldwide reggae fans? Because obviously you drop a new project, Proto start give you some raps and some flips and some verse and some metaphors and some flow, and then a couple of heads will say, that is not reggae. How is it being received by the reggae world?
Overwhelmingly positive, you know, and I'm sure there are people that are going to feel that way, but that's how music is. That's my job to challenge the listener. And I can tell you a lot of youths in Jamaica right now are really, really feeling this music, and that is ground zero. It's like if you have the youths, them the between 16 to 25-year-olds really saying, oh my God, this is so dope, this is so fresh, I love it, then that is what's going to give it life. I feel that you can hear the authenticity within the music if you're listening to it. A song like Deliverance that's so upful and may seem like trap, that's a
that's one of my favorite songs on the album, I must say.
Thank you so much. That's the Wailers hi-hat, and it has like the big dirty bass line with the percussion them in the background and some deep reggae style, but brother, it's 2020, you feel me? So the music have to sound like it's 2020.
Yeah. We talked about it last time when A Matter of Time dropped, where you were saying, well, I don't want to challenge. I respect what's happened before me. I don't want to challenge, but this is what we're about. I think we've kind of crossed that hurdle where I think we all know. I think if you don't know it by now, wake up. It is 2020, and people have a different way of expressing everything that they've heard.
Yeah, of course. And I've always, for me, look, at the end of the day, if you really go back, if you really pre-Protoje music, you're going to see hip-hop, dancehall, rock, everything in it from day one. It's just, as me say, learning to how to approach, and even as a producer, just learning to how to express myself more is what you see now. Yeah.
Well, now obviously things have changed. When you first put out a series of music, we compile and put out these albums, people were very, very sensitive to their babies. You understand? It's like, when this baby drop, it's got to go out at the right time. I noticed the album came out in the same week as Taurus Riley. I mean, we used to reserve spaces in the calendar to drop albums. Is there still a science in timing of the album?
Oh, for sure. But I mean, with this year was a whole different thing. Like all my albums, one at a time, my first 3 albums were all 2 years and 1 month apart from each other, all of them. And then I think now with the pandemic and everything, the dates were kind of being, like, I was trying to watch it, and then me too, I had Leela's project and Savannah's project, so I couldn't very much drop an album in the middle of both of those projects, so I kind of wanted to get their projects out first, and then I would have dropped mine right at the end of summer, because I just didn't want to go into this cycle without having a project out. So I had drop like Royalty on Independence Day in Jamaica. Okay. And just everything has been fast. Like my first single was July 16th. My album is August. I say it was like very fast, but I'm very happy to how it's going. And as I say, spending the rest of this year promoting this album, working other singles, and just being patient, because like Royalty isn't even 2 months old yet. And we know how music stay with our music. We have to work the song.
That song, they say the song have to work. It don't even soak yet. The buckle the buckle just spit you over.
Me and you know, say how our world stay. Like we know, say by next year summer, like Royalty, peak. It's not a rush. It's a long run. So we'll work it and make sure say the song them do what them for do.
Crazy. It's a big song. Me not lie. It's a big song. It is my favorite song on the album. But as I said, Deliverance differently, and the track with yourself and Leela Ike. But Deliverance. I said that's Proto.
Yeah, man. Deliverance and me like Royalty and In Bloom. Them 3 songs there, my 3
Are you a 3 song? All right.
I'm glad say them 3 songs there because In Bloom, Zine, that the song there is definitely a UK song.
Let me ask you something. Reveal something to me. You see when just we'll ask a little piece of the process. So the song you done with how can I forget the girl's name? And I just had a cup. The song you done with Koffee. Just reveal this one to me.
Ooh.
Did you both? How was the writing process? So
back and forth.
Yeah,
bro, back and forth.
I'm interested because I know you and Leela have a chemistry, but now I see this. How did the writing flow go on it? Reveal to us how that track. At least you can't leave me with that.
with the Koffee track, bro, like I have the first verse and I leave a space in the first verse.
All right.
When Koffee linked me, she linked me the first day. She come studio and she just hold her vibes. We don't work on no music that night. Then.
She just listen and see what I go on.
No, she never listen. She just come check. Believe me, it's a twilight. She come check me at the studio. We talk a little bit. She go out on my veranda, the same place where you see Rock and Groove shoot.
Yeah.
She go out there and lie down on a couch and just build. We don't do no music.
Wow.
You understand? We chat. We should wake up about 5:30 and we just a reason about life. She say, "Yo, man, come back and check it tomorrow." She come back the next day and sit down on the couch in the studio, listen to the song for about 2 hours and just dip on her phone, like I guess writing. And she just go in the studio and mash the whole part of the first verse come down to when me say, from you say, hello, Proto. From that point then on, we just start go back to back. So me go in the studio and chop that part there and she say, all right, cool.
So wait, she sit down, she worked for 2 hours first. Yeah. And then
she not say nothing to me. She not say nothing to nobody. Me not talk to her. You know, like me see her in her world, so me just leave her. Me not talk to her. She not talk to me. The next word she says, me ready. And she go inside and start DJing. She start DJing. It's like my head start take me. It's like me I say, yo, like me I say, yo, oh she a move so. And then true me know say we done say we're gonna start go back to back. It's like me I said, Jesus Christ, yo. All right, what me I gonna say? And it's like, I should done. And it's
Proto, pause. Did you know when you were gonna go back to back, you was gonna do it? Cause remember, we in the UK, we love fast style. Cause you know that style originated in the UK. Yeah. But did you know that you were gonna go back to back fast style, or did you know we're just gonna lay? How?
No, because from me start the first verse, me set the tone in her. From me and she are going on the first verse, but no, and then from she start DJ the second verse now. Robbo, me nervous. It's like, oh, she move so hard, you see me I say? Yeah. But true, she tell me from long time, say, oh, anytime me you have to do a song in a studio and I like, you know, yo, me been a wait on that. So it's like, me know, say she don't have her mates, but trust me, it was a wicked experience. And then when me drop my part now, and she go back in a regular way to transit to airport and I become we outstand. Is that me I say, yo, it was a wicked back and forth. Like that even the transition when she said how the last part going on. I'm like, play German and play the harmonica. And the body's on the planet, superstar net tougher than a granita. We are professor, them are the janitor. That transition there between, like how me forwarding with that was just perfect. Like both of us were like in awe of each other in the studio. It was a heavy,
it's crazy. Vibe. She pushed.
So we need to video that tune. That tune they need to video said with.
Big, I thought that was done already, bro. I thought that was done already. Yo.
Schedule, but we need for drop before the year done, you know.
It is a big song and it is one of those amazing parts of the album. You know what I mean? As I said, you need to go and check it out. In Search of Lost Times. As I said, there are some real good, cool moments on the album. That was a really, as Jurgen Klopp would say, cool moment on the album. Crazy. So, you also in the middle of a deal with RCA. I've read about it. And obviously understand the mechanics of it. But my thing is, as we are here, supporting the cause, support the reggae, supporting Proto, supporting what you're doing. When we see that we see you're doing really well out there, and then we see the hookup with RCA. For me to understand, what would be the benefits of RCA Protoje?
The benefits for me is not as much RCA Protoje as it is RCA Indie Collective, right? So I got a deal for all three artists. Like Protoje would never have signed a record deal as a artist. You feel me? At this point in my career, there's really no point in me doing that. But the deal I signed was for my label, which really helps my label to shoot 8 music videos in the past 3 months.
Okay.
Work on 3 projects at the same time, resources, releases, platforms, all of this stuff. And it was especially important for Lila, Ike, and Savannah at where they are in their careers to have the support of a major, but the creative control of an independent. And that was the main thing. Like, you know, take less money, but have more control. And that was the main thing that I was trying to make sure, that we have creative control over what we're doing, but we have the support when we need it to do certain things that we need to do. And it was just a a smart move to do, knowing that I still control my masters, but still get the support from the label and a commitment from the label to Jamaican music, and not to be held to the same standard as what my person who signed me said to me, bro, don't be worrying about how much music you're selling. Don't be worrying about none of these things. We love the music you're making. It's dope, and it is having an impact. So much so that they've already asked me to go out and sign somebody else.
Wow.
So it's just good for the culture, and a good non-pressure situation to be in. You know, it's just been a blessing.
Well, I'm glad you answered that. So it's more a deal. It's not just for one; it's for all. So I understand it now.
And then I've got to understand why I did it as almost, as you can say, a joint venture. Is that we still have work to do. Indie still have work to do. You understand? I still need to be here talking to Robbo Ranx. I still need to be doing all the things that make our music move, because we know that the core is what always make the music move. Like, without the core, we have nothing. So my focus is still, as it's always been, to connect with who I've been connected with. And to be getting support as well.
Well, listen, that's something I will say wholeheartedly. You've never shied from any conversation with us as the core, and a lot of artists should learn from what you do. They should take a lot of example, bro. And it's no, I'm not trying to swell up your head, but what you've learned the right way, and we can see the results are here, bro.
It's listening, it's just listening and learning and coming to UK and understanding certain things, having reasonings with, like you, Shawnee B, same way, about the importance of these things. And it's just that in life you have to listen to learn. So I'm even glad for the guidance that Uno man give me coming up through my career over the years to make sure I know say this is a key thing and it's important, and knowing how the music work there. So as we say, we there support the thing, we give thanks. People need to go listen to the album. Let's listen to all of the songs.
They will, man. They're listening to it now, bro. They're just glad for the reasoning.
As I'm told, I just know, say, UK, like, you know how UK music scene important to me. I feel like I say, yo, you know, say, no, man, let's switch it up there with me and Koffee. We need to get one of them UK artists if we jump on it too, you know.
Come on, man. Listen, the worrying thing about it, you think is you would naturally think there's a load of dudes out there that would chop the girls them, the MCs out here, the girls them. You see how he was in studio, and you get a slight pressure from Koffee. You see the girls them out here.
Yeah,
they're chopping you, and they're chopping Koffee too. So go easy with that. Go easy with that request, my brother.
We're ready. We want all of the smoke, you know, the same family, same way, you know.
Yeah.
All black music, you know. So
obviously,
anything to push that forward with them on that.
Well, I'm looking forward to that remix. Listen, I got one more question to ask you. I'm gonna say this. I know numbers is not. You're not motivated by numbers, but let me just applaud you, my brother. Who knows how many millions that we just dropped the fog on? How many millions has that gone now?
It's 140 mil, bro. 140 million.
Let me just leave the studio, man. You're all right. You don't need me. You don't need me.
140 million for the culture. And I'll say this, yo. What's crazy to me is that I have 2 videos that are over 100 million, bro. Let
me think. 2 videos. Blood Money?
No, Blood Money nowhere near. Rasta Love.
The first big song with you. Yeah, okay, Young Kamani.
Rasta Love and Who Knows is over 100 million, bro. That's great for the culture. Who Knows is such. Who Knows was the biggest. It may be still, but it probably has 2 weeks left before Toast pass it out. Because Toast is about 130.
Yeah, Toast is smoking still.
Yeah. So Toast are gonna surpass it soon as you know, one of the biggest, like probably one of the biggest reggae views on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's awesome because both me and Chronix are in Toast video as well. So it shows the lineage, and I'm so happy that we can evolve and that Toast can pass out Who Knows, and then hopefully something else can come and pass out to us as well.
Yeah.
And we just keep growing the culture more until you realize 200 million, 140 million, and that's how the numbers grow and impact happen.
Yeah, and it becomes the norm because we know the popularity of the music is there, but once again, crazy. Listen, I know time is short, bro. It's a quick link up. Before you go, you have crazy fans, as you know, around the world. There's still. I mentioned that I'm gonna be speaking to Proto, and then Africa went mad, and then I said we are dealing with. That's just the message I got. We are dealing with.
No, trust me. Trust me. My greatest wish right now for travel and play music, I would really want to go play music in Africa right now. I really want to go Kenya. Kenya been showing me so much support, bro. It's crazy. It's wild to me. I'm like, why do I get so much love there? I'm so appreciative. I really want to go and play music. One of my greatest experiences was playing in Ethiopia, and I really want to go Kenya. So I just hope say when this thing lifts, it's a priority of mine, 100% priority. I'm gonna make it happen.
Well, make sure when you go there, you circle around Ghana, because they will beat you too if you don't.
Oh yes, yeah. No man, more. All of me can get, man. I go down there properly.
Crazy. Listen, Proto, man, thanks for taking time out, man. And yeah, I enjoyed the album. To me, Ancient Future is an album that I would still play tracks now. That's what's the one that held me. But this one is fast becoming a favorite, man. Great album. Online, Proto. Hello, Proto. I like your Zoom photo.
Bless up yourself, bro. But give thanks for all the support.
Peace. Protoje. Bless up, my bro.